Welcome back to another episode of Vintage Competitive Farming Simulator 2025. I am your host, Breaking Bad Bear. Please like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you. And now let's get back to the live action. Reg, you come over to visit me this morning?
I come over and visit on this frigid January day. It's cold out here.
Yeah,
And
it is.
I see you already wrecked the Jeep already. And
I
see
didn't wreck it. I went and
well, I
I
see I see your replacement behind you. Don't tell me that fib.
I didn't wreck it. I traded it in.
Right.
It's too cold to have an open top Jeep.
Uh,
I didn't really think out the whole Jeep thing. You know, when you like a little kid, you go into a candy store and you're like, candy?
When I said that I could put stuff in the back of the bed of the truck, and
Yeah.
like, oh, I need something in the future for that.
Yeah. Well, this is it. Yeah, the Jeep wasn't practical. This is more practical, so
Well,
yeah.
let me hear her purr then.
Okay. Yeah, this is the truck I picked up, so let's get it started up.
Ooh,
There you go.
sounds good.
Yeah, it's got a horn too. It sounds nice.
Sounds beefy.
Yeah, it's more practical, like you said. It has a bed, so I can put stuff in the back of it. The Jeep didn't have that bed, so it was the Jeep was more like my sports car, and like you said, it wasn't. It was shiny candy in the candy store, and when I realized what I did after enjoying it for a little bit, I was like, I don't really need this, and I could actually still give this. I was still within the window to bring it back and not lose a lot of money, so I was like, I think this is going to be the better option for me. But yeah. What are you up to today?
Mulching and cultivating.
Yep, I'm doing the same thing. I already got one of my fields. I hired it out last night for my workers to finish this field off, so I didn't have to do it today. But yeah, I hired some workers to do it. Of course, I had to do a little bit of it because the workers messed it up a little bit. But you know, I had to go around the edges and clean it up. The workers around this county, Red, they just don't know how to drive these tractors. I just don't know what to do, and they tear our equipment up. Are you having the same issues at your farm? Are they tearing your equipment up?
Well, that, and I also bought myself a new tractor too. I had to bring it by sometime.
Oh, well, you could maybe bring it by later today. You know, after we get this done, you could bring it by, you know, after lunch or something when we go to seed the fields and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I just got a bunch of morning work to do. I'm doing the same thing you're doing this morning, getting the fields ready for seed. Oh, I even paid to have. I even did a little lime work too while the workers were messing stuff up. It wasn't too much. It wasn't nothing that was going to mess up my day today. That's for sure.
Well, I hope the worker I have working right now is not messing things up, because they're working right at the moment.
You
So
kind of got to keep an eye on them when you're doing your job. It's like, what are they doing? You got to just like run over there and be like, hey, man, like, hey, I know this. I don't know if this is your first day, but you need to do this, this, and this, and stay in line. Like, don't do anything crazy. Like, you're driving, you know, thousands of dollars of equipment here.
Them local farm hands don't know how to do things anymore.
No. It's not like the old days in our grandpa's, you know, farming days. You know, when they farmed, you know, between, you know, the 60s and the 80s. This is 95. You'd think they'd have some gumption to get out here and actually do some real farm work, but the hands are too soft. They got soft hands.
They miss spots.
Yeah, and they miss spots. Like, didn't anybody teach them how to mow a lawn? It's the same way. It's the same thing as doing a field. You got to do your lines. Oh well, that's enough. That's enough ranting for me today. I gotta.
Well, I gotta get back. I gotta get back and check on the cow babies, and then I gotta see how the chickens are doing, and then I could get back to work.
Yep. Same here. Well, you read my mind. Yeah, I just got done having my cup of coffee this morning. I was like, I better get up and get around. And I was getting.
I gotta see how the tea's working, being made out there. I got a jug of tea sitting out there.
Oh, do ya?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, you better get it in the house before it freezes. It's a little cold out here.
Oh, it's gonna be nice
Nice and chilled.
fun and cold and chilled and ready to go.
All right, Red. I'll let you go. You can get on out of here because I was busy just getting equipment ready for this morning. That's all I was doing, and moving that truck around. And I went and picked up some fertilizer this morning, and that's about it. So, yep,
Yeah.
yep. I'm just ready to enjoy the morning and get the fields done.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna get underway.
All right, I'll see you later, Red. You know, secretly, I think Red's he fancies my new truck. I think he's glad I got rid of that Jeep. He's got a nice truck himself too. Don't let him kid you. That's a nice truck. Oh, he runs into my building! What is he doing? He's drinking too much tea this morning. He should be switching to coffee. And he's honking, and he's gone. There he goes. I better watch him drive down the road here. This is always. Let's see if he runs into anything else. He's probably on a tea high right now. I mean, he did say he just made a jar of it, so. Oh, he almost missed his turn. There he goes. Yeah. Yeah, I went and picked up a new truck. We can take a walk around it. That way you guys get a good look at it. But yeah, this is a good truck. It's it was able to haul a couple pallets over here of fertilizer. The Jeep wasn't practical, guys. I made an impulsive buy when I bought that Jeep, and let me tell you what, it was definitely not worth what I needed it for. So I'm gonna move this out of the way, somewhere more practical than sitting there, and probably just park it over here for now. Yeah, it sounds all right. There we go. We got to shut down and move. But yeah, I went and, like I told Red, I went and got all this stuff hired out. The only thing we got to do is the small field, so we got to get that done today. So we're going to jump in the old international. I was just trying to get on top of things for you guys. Like, you've seen the big field done plenty of times. You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything, you know. I didn't do anything extra. The only extra thing I did that you guys might have missed out on is I did do this field and that other little field of lime, but when we go to do the backfield of lime, I'll make sure you guys are along for the ride for that one. It only took me a few seconds to do those. It wasn't nothing big, so that's all we got going for that. So let's jump in the international. Let's get this thing fired up. Let's get her unfolded. And let's get this job right here done. But you guys know the routine. Here we go. And just like that, the mulching is pretty much done. Looks like I got a spot here to fix, but we can back over that. That's not a big deal. Oop, let's not get stuck in the creek here. Oh, come on. That's where that four-wheel drive pays off. All right, let's back this up and see if we can get see if we can hit that piece I missed right there. There we go. Yeah, and just like that, mulching all done. So let's get this thing raised up, fold up. We'll change it back to the roller. And we'll wash this equipment off because I'm not going to be using... Well, I don't need to wash the roller off technically because the roller's going to be put on the seeder. But I will wash the tractor off and get it parked. And we'll change it back to the roller because we're going to need it when we go to seed. So, wash tractor, change it to a roller. Don't need to wash the roller because it's going to be used this afternoon when we go to seed. So, here we go. Let's get this washing done on the tractor since this poor tractor got its use done today. Get it washed down and... Oh yeah, by the way, I accidentally... paid a worker to come over and paint the tractor, so the tractor got a refurbished paint job, as you guys can tell. It cost me 12 grand, so that was an accident I wasn't looking forward to doing. So yeah, I'll even show you where I paid for it at. I came into here and I was like, oh, this tractor needs repaired, and I accidentally paid a guy to repaint the thing. Why I did that, I have no idea. But all I wanted to do is repair it. And just like that, the roller's done. So, we just get this baby hooked back up. We'll yank it back to the farm real quick. Yeah, unfortunately, I've been letting workers drive this tractor, so I was like, yeah, I'll throw a repair on it. Nope, I accidentally paid somebody to fix the dang thing. So... it got, not just fix it, but repaint it. So it got a new paint job put on it. $12,000. That's why you guys see the money go down a little bit there. Secretly, that's probably another reason why I traded in the old Jeep, even though the Jeep wasn't, it really wasn't that practical. I liked it though. It looked cool. I did love the paint job on it. But yeah, I got something a little more practical for the farm. I'm going to look to see for some hauling trailers for it, too. That way I can haul around, you know, like the Ford on it. So I can haul the Ford down there and load some pallets up and bring it back all in one go, so I don't have to keep driving the Ford back and forth. But yeah, we'll unhook that right there, and then we'll actually get this... I don't think I need this tractor anymore for any of the work, so... I think I'm just going to shove this tractor in its, where I usually park it, right in front of the lime spreader. So we'll just park it right here if I don't run into it. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, we'll get that tractor shut down. Yeah, I think all we have left to do is cultivate, and I'm running into the wrong garage. There we go. We already got the, it looks like we already got the cultivator hooked up. Oh yeah, that was from last night when I had the worker working. I put a worker on here, and then I had to take over because the worker was messing things up. Yep, the workers aren't really doing well for me. I'm having troubles with them, but it's a work in progress with them guys. I think I need to I need to do some work on the fields, and maybe they won't freak out. But they just, I don't think they understand what's going on. But yep, you guys know the routine right here. We're gonna get the field cultivated, so hold on to something. Here we go. Well, and just like that, we're pretty much done with everything until we're ready to seed for this afternoon. So, which we finished up real early, which is going to be nice. So we're going to hit that. I'm going to try to be back around noon to get this stuff ready to go. Of course, I'm going to hit this edge here. Like I said, the worker I had out here, they don't always do the best of jobs, so they tend to miss little things here and there. Like, look, I mean, that stuff will probably bug you guys. It bugs me. So I don't try to miss anything. I always try to get as much, to get the fields as perfect as possible. Now, I bet you all the tidbits of, straw that I miss sometimes, and all the tidbits of corn husks that I miss. I bet you that might drive some of you a little stir crazy. But let me tell you what, those little bits, they ain't worth too much, and it takes more time to go back and get those than it's worth. So I try not to miss anything. I do try to hit the bigger sections of it that's worth getting. But when it's just a little spot, I just leave it. Like you saw that when we were doing the little fields, there was a few tidbits left on the field that I just ran over. It wasn't worth going back to get. That it might have been worth maybe $1. $1. $1's not going to change whether Red's going to beat me or not. So I can tell you that much right now. And even $1 over time, it's still not going to change. So I think I just still got to focus on what I've been doing and keep pushing forward. I'd like to see what Red got for a new tractor, though. He said he's going to bring it by this afternoon when he's getting ready to do before he does his field. So after lunch sometime, he said he's going to stop by and show his tractor off. So that's going to be exciting. Get to see what he picked up. I know he's been talking about getting another John Deere, so it's going to be interesting to see what he rolls up with. He did say I almost thought he was hinting towards looking for something different, but I think he's sticking in his John Deere phase, because he does love him a good John Deere. But we won't know until he shows up with the thing. So we're just gonna park this in the yard, and I'll try to take care of everything before I go to lunch. So you guys don't have to worry about it. It's just a little extra work. But I think what we're gonna do, and I should show you guys, because you already know we're planting soybeans. It's the only thing that's good for June, June, July. So I want to make sure we get to. I'm trying to get us 2 crops a year. I do want to change the corn up, though. I want to plant something other than corn. So I need to look at that and see what that looks like. But these fields right here, of course, I don't know if I want them with potatoes in it. Yeah, that's got potatoes in it. That's got potatoes in it. By next year, we'll have the money to buy both these fields. So when it comes harvest time for the soybeans, it'll be sell time for the corn, and we'll be able to sell the corn off, buy these 2 fields, and then still have money when we go to sell the soybeans, and then we'll have straw, of course, from the soybeans that we have to hold over until December. But we'll be able to put our buildings down. Of course, I'm going to get rid of this tree, because this don't need to be here. I want to put some buildings down to hold this bigger equipment. So I'm going to be able to put a couple buildings down to hold this and the cedars. I also want to put down, I'm probably going to put a bridge in right here. That way I can get across the creek with the combine without running into this, because this area is just so tight, it's hard to get the header through here and the combine. So I'm going to put a bridge in somewhere over here. I'm probably just going to make a lane right here and bring this lane. Maybe put the bridge in right here where this lane is. Come straight across this. And then it'll veer this way, because the building will be there, so it'll veer this way back towards the road. Maybe making a path up towards the road or something. I haven't figured it out totally, but and then I also got to get it permitted from the from the county too. And I also want to go through here, knock all this stuff down, and if I don't get a house put up here, I'm just gonna plant all this and replant all this in good grass, because this is all just weeded out grass, and I'd rather get all this crap knocked down, because I think it goes all the way over to this corner here. It goes all the way up to this road corner, and I just want to knock all this stuff down. Look how you know, it just doesn't look good. And then you know, of course, I'll go and widen these fields up a little bit. I'll connect this field with that field to make that connect up. But yeah, I mean, it's just it'll happen real nice. I'll probably level this ground out a little bit. It ditches in, so I'll pay to have some backfill put in through here to bring this up a little bit. So when I go to put the bridge in, it goes across with no problem. Because I'm gonna have to make it somewhat level, and it kind of like dips a little bit. So I'll pay to have some dirt brought in. We'll put a bridge across here. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. Maybe 2 buildings, enough to get all the bigger equipment in. That way, it gets I can even have an actual place to put the heads to the combine too. So that'll be nice. Yeah. So those are the plans for the future. I don't know where else I'm going to. You know, I don't know where else to steer the ship other than to make sure I get those buildings, because we're running out of yard space, and the more equipment we get, where are we going to store it? We're going to have to buy some more land to store it. And it gets us some more workable land too. It's not a lot, but you know, I think it's like I think it'll be like total 4 more acres to work, and you know, it don't have to necessarily be workable land that we get to see worked all the time, but you know, it might be stuck to like a worker. Maybe it'll get added to, like, okay, this field's a worker, this big field we work on, and the smaller field, sooner or later we got to start getting equipment for we're gonna have to slowly start buying that equipment for the grapes to do the winery. And we got to look into seeing how much a winery building is going to cost us too, because I don't know if they got a winery in town that we can take our grapes. So if they don't got a place we can take our grapes, we're going to have to look into doing that too, and we're going to have to buy a piece of land for that. But yeah, to the future, guys. And we got other equipment that we're going to need to buy too. Later on, we're going to look into getting a bigger combine, which actually we should. Maybe instead of the winery, hear me out, we get a bigger combine. We don't get rid of the combine we have now. We have multiple. We get a bigger combine to help us do the bigger fields, and we run the smaller combine on the smaller fields. That way we can hire a worker to run the big combine, because it feels a lot slower. And then we run the bigger fields, and then when he gets full, I just jump out of the combine, grab a grain trailer, run over, empty them, and then run and drive back to my combine and combine some more. We could do that. That could work, because we're not just gonna have one big field over here. This field over here is it's not gonna be small itself either. I mean, it's a pretty long field. I mean, it goes clear down to the end of the path down here. So this ain't gonna be a small field. This is gonna be a pretty decent sized field. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and like curve this up to this angle right here, so this field curves together. Actually, I should just square it off, but I might just square it off. I might just square it off to here. Depending on where those buildings set, I have the buildings put in first, and then if I need to, I'll just square this off. And then this will be all filled going through here. It's probably what's going to happen. So this will be all added filled to this. But that'll grow the field, and that'll get us a couple extra rows. But yeah, it's not a small field by any means. So I can even, depending on where the building's set, I could even bring the rows up to here and bring this all the way and corner this up, you know, following this edge, and then the building's set in here somewhere. I haven't decided yet, but it all depends on the county and where the county lets me put the buildings, because they are pretty they're pretty big about zoning and putting buildings up. Like I said, I've been sleeping in the barn. It's not comfortable in the barn. It gets cold. I mean, I got some really thick, sleeping bags, and I got a cot I put up, and, I get off the ground and I put a cot down and I sleep on a cot, but it still gets cold in there, and, yep, I think that's about it. I think that's going to wrap it up. That's kind of, I know it feels like we're a little all over the place, but those are kind of where we could go in the future, like different avenues on which direction we may go. The combine, I think, is the more logical way to go before we start the grapes, so I don't know. But until then, I'm going to go to lunch. Well, get around and go to lunch. I'm going to clean up the yard and stuff and get some things put away and have things ready for you guys, so it's sitting here waiting. And then when I get back from lunch, we'll get the field seeded and rolled. And the nice thing is we're going to be able to do that all at once now. So until then, goodbye.